If you're looking for easier buckets and overall just to be a higher IQ player, a lot of this is about learning mini games within the game. Like for example, 2-man games that you can do with just a teammate and build off from there. So in this video, I'll give you a ton of options you can easily get into basically every time you play, unless it's 1v1 of course. Sometimes this will create easy buckets, most times it's just about putting yourself in a position to get good looks, but either way this makes the game a lot easier. And mind you, this ain't just 2v2, but it's a part of the full game as well. Most of the game, if you really break it down, works in these 2- and 3-man actions, with the rest of the players on the court either moving to distract or spotting up to be shooters off of this. So a little background, this is in Iceland with my guys Zoran, Fricky, and Leo, and our goal was to go over as many possible 2-man options as we could in 15 minutes. We didn't cover everything, but we got through a lot of stuff, and I think this will open you guys' eyes in terms of how much you're leaving on the table to find easy buckets. Let's get to it. So the first big category here is playing off of handoffs. They're so simple, but getting into a handoff is an easy way to 1, cause some miscommunication and get defenders a bit behind the play even if they switch. 2, almost act like a ball screen and get this defender trailing the ball and you or your teammate attacking a stationary defender. And 3, create an angle by getting this defender just a bit behind. So this is a really good start, just attacking off the handoff. Now, a great way to get into this is with a get action, or in other words, tossing the ball to a teammate and then going to get it into a handoff. What this does is relaxes the defender a bit, as in general, defenders tend to forget about you for a quick second after passing. Gets you momentum without having to dribble, and gets you out of trouble sometimes after you pick up your dribble. One of the big keys here is being super assertive, not just doing it just to do it, but looking to attack and make something happen. Now, some good options out of this. One is faking the handoff if you see them starting to switch a bit early or miscommunicating. Splitting the handoff if you see the gap with them anticipating a switch. Getting into a hold off where you just stop behind the handoff and then this one holds them off a bit. You could fake it into a back door, and then if this doesn't work out, drive it on a distracted defender. One of my favorite and a pretty advanced option is a boget, where the handoff man waits, gets a little piece of the guy trailing, and then throws it over the top. This takes patience and even a little smart physicality, but it's a nice one to work on.
Nice, yes!
Then we got a grenade screen, where the ball starts in the post and you dribble out to deliver the handoff to create a bit of space here, and allow more room for a shot or attack. Plus, it's just kind of an unorthodox action that's hard for defenders to predict or get used to. You can also get into this in a higher speed situation, so throwing it and getting a head of steam into it. And then lastly, and similarly, is a pitch, where there's a bit more space in between to get even more of a head start and throw off the spacing of the defense. Next is off ball screens, but you guys probably know how to do a regular pick and roll, so let's dive straight into the more unique ones. One being a slip, where before even fully setting it, you read that these defenders both fully commit and then quickly slip here. You could also slip and then seal the defender, like you see Zoran do here, which creates a nice advantage in a position mismatch. So kind of delaying this roll to make sure that you stop this player's momentum, sealing them off, and then going. You can also get into rescreens, which add an extra challenge to these guys' communication and often leads to a switch, which you can then seal off. By the way, this is also an insane pass, but definitely was off. Keep in mind that sometimes they'll go under the screen as well, where you can either shoot or attack before they get back and get a nice angle on this defender. Or the roll man can roll a bit early into this defender, which gets the ball handler a nice angle. You can also ghost screens, where you sprint into it and before you even act like you're going to screen, just run through it and create separation to open space. You'll usually see this defender stop a bit expecting the screen, and now this guy has a head of steam into the shot. This is a super easy way to get separation, and honestly one of my favorites. And sometimes when you and your teammate are on the same page, you can go a bit early to make this tough to defend. Or if y'all are really going crazy, you can fake the pass to the ghost and then go backdoor from there. Also on ball screens at times, this defender will get a bit distracted and you can just go. And then lastly is a Gortat screen, where the screener seals off this help defender. Definitely got to be careful with this one, but it's for sure popular at higher levels. Or similarly, you can be a bit physical and get this player to actually screen their own teammate. And then the last category is a collection of just kind of unique ones. For example, a boomerang where you get a switch or have a mismatch, you pass it to a teammate and they pass it right back to you to attack again. Now you're in a better position with more of a head of steam, and after they probably relax a bit. Even better if you stampede this or meet the ball to create some momentum. Another one here is a roll off to the oop, where you're faking a simple pass to get this defender moving up and then going from there. Sometimes also players will overhelp from one pass away, where it can just be a super hard pass to them to attack. You can also get it into the post, where you can then go with a backdoor give and go, or a fake pass off of this. Then you got a regular backdoor just on the perimeter. And then lastly, think about this. If you can beat your defender with a simple move, you can now create an automatic 2v1 with the defender down low. How can you draw two defenders? Once you do that, it'll make the game a lot easier for you. So hopefully this opened up your mind a little bit to just how many options there are with literally you and one teammate. Definitely send this to somebody that you play with a lot, get on the same page, try some of these out, and you guys will be surprised at how much easier the game is.